We often admire people's successes, but never take the time to explore their challenges. Talk to Lady brings out the inside stories of the peaks and valleys of our daily struggles. A weekly show that features people and stories from all walks of life.
I probably don't look like I chopped cotton or picked cotton, but I did. And now this is a $500,000 probably home, up to $500,000 home.
You'll hear success stories from rags to riches that will inspire you to aspire to be great. Be the first to know, only on LSTV1.
Hello to our fabulous viewers out there. It's your girl again, Lady Ba, and this is your Talk to Lady show, coming to you live on LSTV1. And today, my guest is a special one. But for now, I'll let him say hi to all of you before we continue with the show. Welcome to the show, Mr. Khan.
Well, good morning, and thank you for having me.
That is Mr. Khan. Mr. Khan is an entrepreneur. I'll let him introduce himself. Mr. Khan, we would like to know, for the benefit of our viewers, who is Mr. Khan? Where are you from? Education background, professional background, and things like that. Just in brief summary for those that do not know, then we can get into the interview proper.
Well, I'm actually from Gambia. I've been living in Texas for 21 years now. I moved here back in 1999. So, yeah, I've been in Texas ever since. It's been a great place to be. I love it here. I'm a cowboy now.
Can see that. How is the weather out there?
It's hot. That's all you need to know.
I can imagine. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation, and it's an honor to have you on the Talk to Lady show. Mr. Khan, just going into what motivated you to move to the United States? Because I know for sure you've been around for a while. But what motivated the move?
Yeah. Well, I needed to get out of Gambia. Opportunities were limited, and I grew up in a 10-mile radius, really. There's not much going on back in those days. I don't know what's going on now, but so I felt that for me to just sort of just grow, I have to go. And I've always wanted to be in the US. It was the only country that I wanted to be ever since I was a kid. I wanted to be here because I used to actually even bet with my friends about the US states and their capitals. That's how important it was for me. So I was really dedicated to coming over here. But, things happened after high school. I stayed in Gambia for about 3 years. And after that, I was lucky enough to just, travel. And I ended up in Houston. So I've never lived anywhere else. Houston has been my home since.
Wow, you're definitely a cowboy.
Yeah, like Texas. What can I say?
As a young Gambian in the diaspora, what are some of the challenges that you have encountered since you've been here?
Like most people, from a small place like Gambia, again, growing up in such a small community, Houston is the fourth largest city in the United States. It was pretty tough for me to just figure it all out. So I spent the first, I would say, maybe 10 years of my life here in the US trying to figure it all out. And once I have an idea of what direction I wanted to take, I grab it by the horns, no pun intended, and I took off with it. So that's what I did.
Wow. It is my understanding too, based on research that I did, it shows that you attended college in Texas, if I'm correct. And I believe you studied biology. Is that correct? Did you study biology?
Yeah, but I didn't finish. I dropped off. I didn't finish. I dropped off, and when I dropped off, I chose to become a businessman because I believe, this was my calling. I just wanted to just do something for myself because most of the companies I've worked for, it didn't work out. So I just felt like, when I start my own thing, I think I'll be able to just get this thing done. So yeah, so I dropped out of college and I started this.
How did you transition from biology to logistics? Like, what was the move? How was that transition like for you?
It wasn't difficult at all. It's like just closing one door, opening another. I just, I was focused enough to just make sure, like, I knew what I wanted. And so whatever was behind me, I just stopped thinking about it. There's a phrase here in Texas, they say there's no future in the past. So
Mm-hmm.
I sort of just closed the door and then started a new one. So it wasn't a difficult transition at all in regards to it. But obviously, starting your own business is really scary, and it's difficult as well because I mean our culture itself, we would come over here, get a 9 to 5, right, and then settle for that. And that was in me. I wanted more than a 9 to 5. I wanted much more. And then Texas gave me that. The people and the friends, the community that I built myself around really allowed me to flourish and then be myself while I'm doing it. And it worked out perfect for me.
Coming to your business, I believe you are the president of Eurmove, if that is correct, a removing storage company serving Houston, Texas, of course. Tell us what inspires the formation of your company and the name.
Yeah. The name is Eurmove. It's actually, I was going to use the word YOUR,
Uh-huh.
but I've always liked sleek contemporary stuff. So I use the word EUR. So most people said, "Did you get that from Europe?" I said, "No, we didn't get it from there. We got it from, a friend, a company that I knew in Houston that had the first three initials. And I
Mm-hmm.
flipped that and I added the move to it and created this company. So a friend of mine who's actually, he does like he's a commercial artist, so he designed the
Mm-hmm.
logo, and then we build the brand, and then just create and get it registered, and then so we own the brand now. And Your Move has been in business since 2009. This past May, we celebrate our 11th anniversary. We were going to celebrate, but thanks to COVID, we
Wow.
couldn't celebrate because people were dealing with stuff. So yeah, but it's all good. We'll be okay.
So then I saw this online, this picture that was saying that you guys celebrated 10th year. That was in 2019. So now it's like you
Yes,
guys are
ma'am.
celebrating the 11th year, correct?
Yeah, exactly. That was last year. So that was our last year celebration. That was a big deal for us because 10 years is a milestone. And then the goal is to shoot for another 10. I don't know if you like hip hop, but like back in the 90s,
Mhm.
Biggie Small said like 10 years from now, we'll still be on top. So that's the whole goal behind it. I want to be on top 10 years from now.
I like the spirit. Not many Gambians are involved in your type of business, if you would agree with me. How
Yeah.
lucrative and rewarding is this business for those that are interested in getting into it?
Well, I can speak from my own personal experience, right? It's been a good business for me, but it doesn't happen overnight. And that's the thing
Mhm.
with business. You have to stay with it. It's like farming, right? You don't plant like, I don't know, a corn today and then expect it to just, grow overnight and then reap the benefits of it. So this took us a while. We planted this back in 2009 and then
Mhm.
worked on it. We built a relationship. We built fanatics based on our customers, and then our employees are ambassadors. So we built a relationship based on trust and loyalty to turn the company to what it is right now. And then now we can reap the benefits of it. Even with COVID and everything that's happening, we continue to stay busy. We are actually booked for the next 30 to 45 days based on that because like we've worked on this for a long time. And
Mhm.
you keep taking care of your customers. In business, I tell people, one happy customer tells one person. When they're not happy, they tell 10 people. The average is 10 to 1. You cannot afford that as a small business owner. You need to do right by people. And then those folks that you take care of will tell other folks about you and your business. And it's that simple for me.
Wow, I like that. No, I don't know though, but do you only serve the Houston, Texas area, or is this countrywide?
No, this is nationwide. Actually, we are in your state right now as we speak. I have a truck heading to like Ben Beach, Washington. And I know
Uh-huh.
you live in Seattle, right?
Yes, I
Um,
do.
so So yeah, we have a truck going to Bainbridge Island, Washington State. So we go everywhere within the lower 48. The only two states we don't go is Alaska and Hawaii. Everywhere else we can reach. Yeah,
Wow, impressive.
yes, ma'am.
So tell me, what are some of the challenges? Because I know we all go through challenges sometimes, especially the foundation of a business. What are some of the challenges
Yeah.
you face as an immigrant putting such a big business together?
Our challenges look they range from just employees to, relationships as you grow as a small business, and financing, and because cash flow is important in business,
Mm-hmm.
right? Most
Mm-hmm.
people think like, cash is king. Cash is not king. Cash flow is. You can have all the cash in the world and then it's not flowing because you're taking all that cash and then paying bills. But
True.
once you figure out exactly how you can have that cash flowing, like a circle around your business, then you can afford to just basically do certain things and then grow the way you are. Because it has allowed us since 2016 for us to grow our business. Our average growth was 10% a year. In 2018, between 2017 and 2018, we grew 50%. So it was a big, big growth. I mean, that doesn't happen all the time, but I mean, if I can continue to grow 5 to 10% every year, that's really worth it. But our challenges again comes back to just cash flow. If you have cash flow, things are going to look out, because banks, they're not going to give money to small businesses that do not have cash flow. So your books have to be straight. You have to just make sure like you put your money where your mouth is. Build your
True.
relationship. Certain things that cannot make you money, don't go and start doing it. Don't be your bookkeeper. Don't be your CPA. You don't need to do all that. As a small business owner, your goal is to get out there and go out there and hustle and what's going to bring money to the business. Certain things you have to outsource and give it to other people to do it for you. I am not good with books at all. I'm not. So my job was to just make sure I hire people to do the job for me so I can grow and then work on my business. And that's what I do. So my challenges basically are just making sure that the business keeps growing, that the cash is flowing, and then I can keep being myself and allowing myself to just grow and then just keep building on that, on the foundation we worked on. So I hopefully that helped answer the question that you were asking me.
Yes, it does. And I believe for those that start business like us, especially Gambians, we start business and it's not going our way, we just give up on it. But I'm glad you raised that point because it's
Don't give
very
up.
important.
Do
Every
not
business
give
has to
up. Do
start with a
not
baby
give up.
step. Never
Yeah,
give up.
exactly. Do not give up, because like
Mhm.
you have to look, if it was easy, everybody's gonna do it, right? But
True.
don't give up. Stay the course. Stay focused, stay grounded. Just when you start, the little money you have, put it back into the business. Stop spending money that you don't have. Keep working on it, keep building on it, and making sure like everything that comes through, you focus in regards to just allowing yourself to just grow your business by putting your resources together and being focused. Just focus, stay focused. That's all I can tell folks, because if you spend all your time focusing on all these other things that are just not necessary, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you grow. And
True.
I've seen it happen before. People would come in and ask me for advice about my business, and I always tell them the truth. The advice is free. You can always come talk to me about it. I'll give you my advice. I'm not saying exactly to take my route, but
Mhm.
whatever route you take, make sure like what you discipline yourself to be able to just allow yourself to grow. Because if not, you're just wasting your time. You're not going to make it.
That's very true. In terms of business legacy, what would you like to be remembered as?
Well, let me tell you something, at least um, what I believe in. Like in life, for me personally, I have these
Mhm.
three letters that I build my life around, right? The letter
Mhm.
B, C, and D. B is when I was born, D is when I die. The C is the choices I make between the B and the C. And those choices are exactly what I want to be remembered, right?
Hold on. Say
Meaning
that
like,
one more time so people can take it. What are those three? I
okay,
like that.
it's the letter B, the letter C, and D. So B is when I was born, and then D is when I would die. Because I don't know exactly what's going to happen between B and D. I know that I'll die sometime. But then the C is the choices I make. I mean, and those choices is what I want people to define me like as a family man, as a businessman, as an individual who actually came here with nothing but a dream, and then just build a dream and then focus on allowing the next generation like my kids to stand on my shoulders and then have a better chance of actually really making it for themselves in regards to whatever they do. If my kids are happy with me for what I done for them, I'm good with that. Everything else, you can throw whatever you want on me. It's okay. But that's what I want to be remembered, the choices I make in life, and I hope I can change at least one person's life doing it. So that's why I do some of the other things that I do, like philanthropy and things like that.
Which we will come into next. But then before that, what would you like our viewers to know about your business?
Well, I own again. Eurmove is a moving company, right? We actually, for those of us that live in the U.S., moving is actually part of the life of Americans, really. So we want to be like, we build a company as your one-stop shop when it comes to moving. So we do storage, we do
Mm-hmm.
packing, we do everything that has to do with like shipping. So logistics is what we do. Whether you're moving a house, an office, or like a townhome, an apartment, everything else that you want when it comes to like moving from point A to point B, we are the ones to call. So we work from small companies, let's say a small mom and pop store to like BP, Hapag Lloyd. Those are some of the bigger companies that we work for. And Hapag Lloyd is actually the second biggest container shipping company in the world. So their their office in Houston is what we are working on moving, which is about 200 people, 200 offices that we have to move at the end of the year. So no matter how small um, that you have to move or how big it is, we can handle it because we have the resources to get it done.
Talking about the charity work, I do see that you have Operation Backpacks. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah. Well, look, I use myself as an example. When I was a kid, I was not privileged at all, so I didn't have like backpacks, and there was days that I would put my school books in like a file or like put them in a plastic bag to go to school. And I may be away for a while, but I still remember those days. And I wanted to just, I feel like, you know what, a backpack can change a child's life. It can give them confidence. It can give them the chance to just basically raise their head up and then their chest out because they have a brand new backpack. And I believe like that's why I wanted to focus on elementary school, the kids that are really young, 7, 8 years old, give them a head start. So if they have these backpacks, because this is our third year doing it, by the way, if they have it, it's going to give them the confidence to really want to go to school, whether it's show with their friends or just be happy that they have something that is just meaningful to them. And if this can help change one child's life, I believe my job is done. And that's the whole goal behind it. And my people here in Houston have been really, really helpful. Right now, we have about almost 1,000 backpacks we've already collected. The goal this year is to get at least about 4,000 of them. We
Wow.
wanted to send maybe at least 2 containers worth of stuff to send it because we have not only backpacks, by the way, we have computers, we have like desks. Those, if you if you have a child, you know the elementary school kids, they have like those two-in-one where you have a desk and a chair combined,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're built in together. So those are some of the things that we have right now, which the kids and the metal, so they can really they can really survive the test of time in Gambia and all these things. So we
Mm-hmm.
wanted to give those and donate them. We don't want anything for it. I am the one actually personally paying for these containers to be shipped because I wanted to give it to these children that are less fortunate. And it's just giving back to my community is what I'm trying to do. So if it helps one child,
Wow.
like I said, it's good enough.
Very inspirational. Let me ask you this though. Which specific communities in the Gambia are your target beneficiaries?
Well, look, because I have a couple of sisters that are back home, so
Mm-hmm.
I allow them to just basically check on schools and then see exactly which ones they think would benefit the most. So they make the decision on my behalf for me. So every time that we send a shipment like this, they choose a different school. But so I trust them to make the right decision in regards to that because they've done a wonderful job the past couple of years, and I have no doubt this time around they're going to do the same. So they choose these schools. Hopefully, they can actually even go to schools away from the Banjul Serekunda area. The kids that are less fortunate, like the ones in the country, like they call it over here, right, in the provinces, like
Mm-hmm.
um, all the way to Basse and in between. So however they see fit, I'll let them make the decision.
Got you. Okay. Are you partnered with any organization to make this project move forward, or are you just working on your own now for now?
No, for now I'm working on my own because like nobody has ever approached me, and I wasn't gonna wait for somebody to just come and approach me to do things.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get things done, sometimes you have to do it yourself,
True.
and that's what I wanted to start because I mean Gambia has a lot of problems. People are dealing with a lot of things going on. So I don't expect anyone to just come and approach me. So I said, well, you know what? I have friends here, good friends around the Texas area that I can call, pick up the phone, and they'll help me out. And that's what happens. And these people have been just bringing backpacks like crazy. Our whole warehouse is full of them. And So it's just I just have good friends here that would help me, but I haven't partnered with anybody in Gambia, if that's what you're asking me.
Got you. Okay. And do you have any pending projects that our viewers would, look forward to or you would like to share with us?
For now, in all honesty, the Operation Backpack is like my purpose really. I just feel that it can help a lot of kids. It can give them, because when we were growing up, the word was what, knowledge is power. You remember that? But
True.
I
Yep.
believe knowledge is not power. It's just potential power. It's only powerful when you get to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have these backpacks, you put books and pencils and crayons and stuff like that. That gives the kids the chance to use those knowledges and apply it, and then be able to just become something else. They could just become doctors, presidents, whatever. As long as these kids, I don't want anything from these children. I'll probably never meet some of these kids in my life. But whether I know it or not, I owe these kids something that
Right.
somebody couldn't do it for me. And if I'm in a position to do it for somebody else, it's just my way of giving back. And that's what I'm doing.
And for a young person who is looking or listening to this today, your success story, what would you like to tell them?
Hmm. That's a great question. Um, First thing is be yourself. Everybody else is taken. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't come over here, change who you are, and try to just belong. No, just be you, and then build your confidence. Because when we get over here from where we're from, we actually trying to play catch up, right? When I got
Mm-hmm.
over here, like I said, I was I was probably 4 or 5 years behind mentally compared to like the kids that grew up here. So as these young kids coming over here, or these young kids trying to just make, not even coming over, just trying to make something out of themselves, don't follow the crowd. Just because everybody is doing something, don't do it. Do what exactly that you want to do. Go with your instincts. Be yourself. Be proud of who you are, and don't worry about what everybody else is doing, and you'll be just fine.
Be yourself and don't worry about what anybody else is doing. I like that. And what
Yep,
would,
because
if
everybody
people
else
were
is
to,
taken.
that's right. So just be you.
Yeah,
How
be
can you,
you.
if people are interested in contacting you for your services or your business, what are the ways that they can get through you or your business or your company?
Well, they can reach us through by email or by phone, and or our website, which is yomove.com. Our office number is 281-988-9700, which is actually, you can call 7 days a week and somebody's going to answer the phone and help answer any questions or concerns you may have. And we're here to help. That's what we want to do.
I know you don't have much time and we're almost at the end of this interview, but are you planning to open a similar business in the Gambia in the future, maybe? Or have you thought about
Um,
it?
hon- Honestly, I've no, I haven't, and here's why. It's just I don't think my at least as of right now, I don't think my kind of business is going to work well in Gambia because of what it entails, what goes with it. If I was going to do business in Gambia, it would be something different. I don't think I was going to choose moving as a business in Gambia. So no, not yet. But you
Not
never
yet.
know, right? It's because anything can happen. Like the next 6 months, something can change I can change my mind and then come up with something. But as of right now, the business is focused on just working on the lower 48 of the United States, which is and we'll continue to grow on them. But like I haven't forgotten about Gambia, where I'm from. It's home. It's always going to be home, and I'll do whatever I can to just help and support my community, my friends, the people I left behind, and my parents, and just as long as my mother's proud of me, that's good with me.
I like that. Thank you. Do you have any last words for our viewers out there?
Your viewers, well, by the way, I just wanted to thank you for giving me this platform, Lady Ba. It's an honor. It's always an honor to just speak to our people, which is actually your core community of viewers, and I'm very grateful, and I'm here when I'm needed. I just want to make sure, hopefully, like if they ever move to Texas, they can come see us. And but to cut a long story short, just just keep pushing, keep walking, keep your focus, and then just your gaze, just keep it narrow, and just don't give up, man. Just keep at it, because like we all have our ups and downs, and as far as we're concerned, um, in business you have to attract and engage. It's better than chase and convince, right? So
Mhm.
just attract and engage. Keep learning, keep growing. Don't ever give up. Educate yourself, you know, and just don't do the same. If you keep doing the same thing and it's not working, switch. Keep working on it, because like consistency compounds. You have to keep working on yourself to better yourself and get yourself to that next level. And you can get there. If Ladybug can do it, or the next person can do it, so can you. So just keep at it, stay focused. That's all I can tell your fans. And again, I appreciate the platform. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to them. And I'm always here whenever you guys need me, wanted to just holler at me. I'm here. I cannot wait to just talk to you again.
Now that you made that offer, well, just so you know, Talk to Lady will be out in different states, and Texas is, of course, part of our state that we will be visiting to see what some of the work that you've been doing or other people have been doing. And your move is part of our list. So we will be taking a tour in your business environment to see how you operate.
We'll be happy to have you. It would be an honor to have you out there. Texas is a good place. You're going to like it.
Thank you. I like to
Yeah,
hear
don't let
that. Thank
anybody
you.
tell you otherwise about Texas. It's a good place. I love it.
I am totally so hot out there. I don't know, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay, I'll tell you what, just come around October, November when it's
Uh-huh.
not too hot, because we don't even get snow. So
That's good.
maybe
That's
that's
good
why I
then.
love it, because it's like the Gambian weather. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. So the weather's nice. You can, in wintertime, you can wear shorts. That's who we are.
I like that. Well, viewers, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Khan. It was really an honor, and I'm very grateful that you accepted our offer or invitation to be on the Talk to Lady show. And we look forward to having you again in the future. We learned a lot today, and I hope our viewers were inspired by your success story and your move. Thank you very much, and you take care and be safe out there. We know Corona is out there, so take care.
Appreciate it. It's an honor. You take care, all right? Have a good one,
You
okay?
too. Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Hey viewers, that was my guest, Mr. Dawda Khan, a Gambian who lives in Houston, Texas, doing big moves, doing business. But like the saying goes, it's never easy. You start from baby steps and you get to where you want. A success story is never easy, it's challenging. But never give up and keep moving. Until I come your way again, it's your girl, Lady Ba, and this is Talk to Lady. Take care and bye for now.
We often admire people's successes, but never take the time to explore their challenges. Talk to Lady brings out the inside stories of the peaks and valleys of our daily struggles. A weekly show that features people and stories from all walks of life.
I probably don't look like I chopped cotton or picked cotton, but I did. And now this is a $500,000 probably home, up to $500,000 home.
You'll hear success stories from rags to riches that will inspire you to aspire to be great. Be the first to know, only on LSTV 1.